Okay, so before I do anything or say anything, I am really, really excited for this game. Don't get me any wrong here, especially after that trailer. Breathe. But I'm here to specifically address the price that Nintendo seems to be pushing with this game, and apparently Metroid 4 because it happened to them too. So it all started, depending on when this goes up, it'll either go up tomorrow after the trailer or today, depending on how fast I edit. But regardless, the day before, Nintendo started taking down the listings for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Metroid Prime 4. Those are the two upcoming Nintendo Switch games, obviously not even mentioning the ones that were announced during the Direct, but those are their future games that have been placed with pre-orders. Now, Wario64 actually noticed that Tears of the Kingdom specifically was the first one to be updated with a $69.99 value, which is what PS5 is charging for their games now. So that's a $70 Nintendo Switch game. Now, regardless of the quality of the game looks amazing. Let's just get it out of the way. The game looks fantastic. I just cannot get behind the $70 price tag for a Nintendo Switch game. It's not even like their next gen. Like, okay, I would kind of expect it to become the norm if Nintendo released their next console, but they're starting out with Tears of the Kingdom? Really? And that was their only saving grace for me. Like, oh, okay, Nintendo has been doing some pretty crap stuff recently, but at least their games are still $60, so I can still at least buy their games, even though I don't really agree with their business decisions. At least their games don't cost as much as the PS5 games and stuff like that. I can't even afford this game now. I know it may seem a little bit silly, like considering it's only $10 more, but only $10 more actually makes a difference. The difference between $60 and $70, especially after tax? Nah, fam, you don't understand. And some people have said to me, like, I did mention this on Twitter. I replied under a tweet that mentioned it, and apparently they're charging due to inflation and all this stuff, but I don't feel sympathetic for that. This is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and I'm pretty sure they're in the billions now, and if not, then still, they're earning millions and millions of dollars. They started increasing their employee pay in Japan. In Japan, they increased it by 10%, while in the US, where they're increasing the price, and I assume they're increasing it in Japan too, they're not giving any bonuses, so it's not like the employees are getting any benefit, it's the company. So I don't feel any sympathy for the company trying to get more money out of me, especially when they're charging for online services. They're getting a lot of dough. It's not like they're struggling for money, so I don't understand why they needed to increase the price of the game. And I may sound a little bit heated, but I just don't get why games are getting so expensive when they have other sources of revenue to pull from. And it's not like they're getting nothing from the games. They're putting these things out digitally, so they're getting more revenue from these things. They're losing in retail, definitely, but they're definitely getting more sales digitally now, so they're getting more profit. So it's not like they're starved for money. They're not. They're really not. I cannot be convinced that the $70 that they're charging for these games now apparently is gonna be worth it or justify it. I don't care if it's inflation. What stopped them beforehand? What stopped them from charging $60 beforehand? If anything, they probably should have started when the inflation started to rise. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me other than just them being greedy. That's the only thing that I can think of, and it's not out of the ordinary. Nintendo started charging for online when they don't need to because they were doing just fine beforehand. They were getting a ton of revenue from just Nintendo Switch console sales and the software sales. So again, why? Other than greediness, why? At least the game voucher thing is active now, so I guess they softened the blow a little bit. But people who aren't interested in buying multiple Nintendo Switch games, and this is their only game that they were gonna buy for this year, $70? If anything, why are they charging more when inflation is increasing? That doesn't make any sense. People have less money to spend now than they did before. Why didn't they charge more money beforehand? They're just doing it now because they see the opportunity, because Xbox is going to start doing it soon. PlayStation already did it when they launched their console. What's stopping them? I'm just tired of gaming, man. Like, of course I'm still excited for the games, but at the same time, like, there's always something behind, like, excitement. Like, we get excited for the games, right? And then there's just always something behind the announcement that's just baffling. Like the price tag that leaked beforehand. I'm so tired of gaming, man. There's always something behind something good that companies do. Companies can never do something good without just handicapping themselves with something terrible they're about to do. It's like they're trying to soften the blow with something good, and then they immediately show their true colors. This probably doesn't even matter. It's just me ranting into a brick wall at this point, because people are still probably gonna buy this game. I'm gonna get it, but not now. If by some miracle I have like nearly $100, then sure, but this is $70. I just gotta hope Walmart comes in clutch with their $10 discount so they actually make it $60 like it's supposed to be, but I'm hoping for the best here. I just will never understand, other than, you know, of course I know companies are greedy, but is it too much to ask for them to be reasonable? I don't think it is, but I guess it is at this point. Oh well. Guess I just gotta accept that this is the new norm now, and that I just I will never accept $70. I just can't. At least the Nintendo Direct was actually a banger though. It couldn't just be good news, man. There's always gotta be something behind this. I'm so tired, man. Oh well, thanks for watching. I'll make sure to make a Tears of the Kingdom video, because I actually am really excited still for that game, even though I can't afford it anymore, at least for this year. I gotta wait until it drops, or Walmart for it to come in clutch. Walmart, please, for once, do something good, man. Alright, thanks for watching. Yeah, stay tuned. See ya.